The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
The upcoming segment discuss content that is of adult nature. The views and opinions expressed are not that of the SABC and are that of participating contributors and listeners, and do not reflect that of the official policy or position of Metro FM.
23 minutes after 10 o'clock. Are you well this morning? If you're back at the office, finally getting the week started, welcome. Compliments of the season. I think, Naked, we should get that, said, especially for those who have come back to work today. Compliments.
Yeah, and we know that they've missed those people at their office, we were talking about it on Saturday Sunsets, that during the festive season, a lot of people can't wait to get back to work because you've got that crush. Even though you're with your family, during the festive season, there's that person at the office, and you're like, just looking forward to seeing that one.
And dressing up for that one.
Dressing and smelling good for that one,
And there's new recruits this year. It's been nice.
Damn the kids, let me go back to work. You back in the office today, this is the time you've been waiting for. And we see you smiling at your desk. They see you smiling at your desk. It's okay, Just, you can have that office crush, but don't tell anybody.
Please.
Yeah. Shh. Yeah.
You can tell us, though. On Ask a Man.
060-5527-303.
That's the one. Yes, we've got Anonymous Naked. Let's get in. Good morning, Anonymous.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Sure, I'm great, thank you. Very commanding voice. I'm going to read the house rules. We are all ears this morning, Anonymous. This Monday morning is made for you. But respect is the foundation of our conversation. Maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be speaking about. My king, do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
I have a question for you. When we ask you, are you well? And you say yes. You're not well, my brother. We can hear it in your voice. You can say, no, I'm not okay, guys.
Yeah, true.
I'm not okay, guys. I need assistance. So...
Yeah, no. If I were to say it, I would say I'm 50% okay. And
there we go.
This one sounds very yeah. You see, we're being honest already. Yes. Let's go. What's going on?
It's a very long story, but let me try and cut it very short so that it can make sense.
Okay.
I have been married for 4 years, and now the issue is, I think there's something that I'm okay. Maybe probably I still have some issues because of the things that happened before, which is in the beginning of our relationship. There's this incident that happened, which really I think made me. I don't know whether I would say it changed me or anything, or maybe it made me look at things differently.
What's this incident?
Before, I want to say it quickly. So there's this guy that I was working with, and I introduced them because we're working together. I introduced them to my wife to be. Okay. And from there, yes, and obviously not in a formal way, like because we are together and they started knowing each other from there. So now what happened is that this guy has actually told me before, man, this your girlfriend is beautiful. Why don't you give me?
Hi, Bana.
But jokingly.
We don't joke like that, Anonymous. We don't joke like that.
What game are you playing?
Hey,
But anyway, cut the story short. So I after they started knowing each other, what happened is that the guy started talking to her on the side. And she actually he said a lot of things against me, as in telling her that I'm dangerous. I was married before, so he said also that that's why I didn't even make it at my first relationship and all those things, and I'm dangerous. I even have like some stories.
Why did she give him her number?
I can't explain that one. I think it's something that just happened in the middle of everything that was happening at that moment.
Okay.
So now those things happen, and then he started saying all these things. But obviously, the aim for him was to get her confused to the point where she can actually see me. That one. I think it's something that just happened. And he started saying all these things. But obviously, the aim for him was to. I think it's something that just happened. And he started saying all these things. But obviously, the aim for him was to. I think it's something that just happened. And he started saying a place for us. So he was there with me, but he would go out to talk. You understand, on the phone. And now what happened is that because I don't know whether it's my head playing around with me, but whenever there's something suspicious, I see it quickly.
Yeah.
You know. So what I did is that I went out intentionally, left my phone on record, and I left so that I can hear. Or is he really talking to the person I think they're talking to?
Jeez,
okay, cool.
you
I went out.
Yeah.
And then when I come back, I realized no, actually he was talking to her. But now he's already calling her babe type of thing, you know. But you can hear on the other side, it's not in agreement.
And are you married at this point? Were you married
No,
at this?
I was
not yet.
married yet.
Okay.
We're preparing to.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, we're preparing to. So now what happened is this guy said whatever he said, and then now when I realized that he's talking to her, that's when now I got the gist to say, okay, let me go and approach her and ask what's going on, because now I know for sure that he's talking to her. So I called her and said, okay, let's meet tomorrow, and then we talk. And then we started talking the next day, and I'm just trying to make this thing quick. We started talking the next day, and then we spoke about it. He told me what this guy said: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all this sort of things. And I was so scared that actually I didn't even know how to even tell you what he said. To a point that when we were talking, he keeps on telling me that he loves me and he wants to be with me. What even involved his family and whatever, all these things. But now they haven't really. There's no relationship, but they are talking. You see, so now. I think now I asked her, why don't you tell me when this guy brings this information to you instead of staying with it? I was scared because he said, you even mentioned that me, I have a gun. You even showed him a bullet. I don't even have a gun. you know. And
Wait,
said,
anonymous,
so
anonymous.
Yes.
Let's hold it there. Let's hold it by the bullet. Right there. Coming back. Forecast, guys.
Oh.
10:30. Let's go to the news headlines. We're coming back, Anonymous. Stay on the line for us, okay?
All right.
Thank you, my king.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Leroy. This is Makai Rundown, and we are listening to Metro FM's Ask a Man, and you are tuned in live with me. Just a young disclaimer: we are not affiliated with them. We're just a group of friends who enjoy listening to the show. So you are gonna get a recap now quickly. But then and in the meantime, please keep liking and sharing, and then please send me gifts, guys. Nah? As in, just 100 roses wouldn't be bad, you know. Please and thank you. And yeah, man. We are here Monday morning and Wednesday morning and Friday morning, and we listen to the show, and then after we discuss it, and then we speak about life things, right? So the recap now is a bit weird because now working on a basically now this guy's best friend, he is low-key creeping up with his wife, actually. So yeah,
minutes after 10 o'clock,
here's the
Anonymous
recap.
has been married for 4 years. Early in the relationship, an incident occurred involving a male colleague in the introduction of him and his wife, etc. At that point, they weren't married as yet, right? Correct, right? Naked, they weren't married at this point. When Anonymous introduced the guy to his now wife. Now, the colleague made inappropriate jokes about Anonymous's wife, commenting on her beauty, saying he wanted her, etc. Now, over time, the colleague and Anonymous's wife began communicating privately. Now, during these conversations that they had, the colleague spoke negatively about Anonymous. Anonymous later became aware of the private conversations and confronted his wife. She admitted that they had been talking and explained that she was just afraid to tell him. So we are here at this point where you are confronting, right, Anonymous?
Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
So now, after confronting, she told me that no, there's nothing happening, but the guy has been pursuing. But now I'm saying, why didn't you tell me? Because I'm scared. Okay, cool. All right, then now because I wanted to be clear, because I wanted to have a future with this person. So I needed to be clear that we are going forward or we are not.
Okay.
In case she had some ideas about the guy or anything.
Yeah.
I said, you know what, let's do this. Today I want you to tell me, you want to be with this guy or you want to be with me? I don't know what happened between you two guys, but I want to know that. And she said, no, me, I want to be with you. You know, and the guy was forceful and he wanted this woman with everything he had. But anyway, at the end of the day, he didn't win the battle. But now I started having a bit of doubts.
Hold on. Anons,
yes.
Was this guy in a relationship? Was he in a relationship? Was he married? What was going on?
No, he's just a young man. He's not married. He was just having relationships with other people and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I didn't know them personally.
Okay.
But obviously he was not telling her.
Oh.
That, yeah.
Okay.
But I knew that because we are close.
And you never confronted him to say, why are you lying to my wife to be? Like you...
I did, but I didn't want it to be more about him because I needed to just clarify with my wife to be first. So that when I go to him, I know exactly how things are going to turn out. So, but obviously he was forceful. He wanted this woman, so he tried everything he had. But I just accepted because he was not necessarily my friend, somebody that I just worked with for just a moment. Okay. But I knew a few things, and he knew a few things. He spent time around me and stuff like that. Okay. But anyway, quickly. So after that, obviously a seed was planted in my mind, you know, that I was not told. So I think something wanted me to check before I got married, or you know, is there everything clear here? Yeah. So I checked out things, and then for some reason I found she left her phone by some reason in the house, and then I got hold of it, and then I looked around, I saw who she talking to. Okay, that's fine. And next thing, I realized that there's people that she didn't tell me about that she was with. But anyway, was not really. That was with her before. Okay. That she didn't tell me about and stuff like that when we were talking about it. So I asked questions about it, and I said, because I wanted to have a clear relationship that I know what's going on and I know exactly how things are going to turn out going forward. Not that I didn't want. I wanted a person who was pure.
Of course, no, but we get it because sometimes you need to know if maybe has she been with people that are around your circles? Because then it would make it difficult for you, like your insecurities and etc. Yes. Now, if she's omitted that and where you came clean, it's actually very unfair because it doesn't give you a proper choice going forward with the relationship. And I mean, a marriage begins with two people being honest with each other. And now she's already being dishonest with you. Now, my question is, was she still speaking to those people that she omitted to tell you about?
Okay. She was not necessarily speaking to them on a permanent basis, but there were conversations happening. But now, in the middle, actually, before we even got married, I even suggested, you know what? Because I see there's still people involved here talking and there's information that is committed. How about we pause this thing of marriage? We're even going to buy the ring. How about we pause it and then we continue later after we have clarified everything? And obviously, you know, women, she got teary. She wanted, she was feeling like I wanted to leave her and stuff.
Manipulative. She got manipulative.
I guess. So now, but obviously, cut the story short, we got married and I said, okay, cool, as long as this thing is not going to happen. But now I realized that even when we got married, after getting married, there was this person who was supposed to engage, who was engaged to her before, and he was still talking to her. And I said, no, don't talk to this person. And there's someone else talking to you again. This person is talking to you, this person is talking. So I don't like such things where you are communicating with people that had something with you before. So I like it. I like for us to have a clear relationship because I also don't want to talk to people that were with me before because it might raise some suspicious issues around us. So now they continue talking to a point that I started feeling like, man, something is happening. Why are they talking so much? No, I'm trying to help this guy. He's got issues. No, but don't talk to him because I don't want you to talk to him. But it continued talking to him to a point that I even got angry. To a point that we fought. To a point that she went home and we spoke to the parents and stuff like that. I told them what was going on. But because at that moment, she was so happy because I had come to a point where I was so angry that I was even promising her, if there's anybody, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. So I think she got scared and stuff like that. So now when we're having a meeting, I took the issue upon myself to make her feel better, and I started protecting her and stuff like that. But I regret that later because something again happened after that, but it was just communication to a point that at a moment where things were getting a bit better, I thought she had gotten over the fact because she was saying, I don't trust her, and she's no longer comfortable because I don't trust her. She seemed like I don't want to be with her because I don't trust what she tells me. No, but there's a way to communicate. There's a way to do 1, 2, 3. So I told you in the beginning, this is how I want things to be. But anyway, so that thing created a lot of issues. Obviously, I don't know whether I would say insecurities from my side because this is communications that are not comfortable with me, but they keep on happening. So now to the point where there's a moment where she literally started talking to someone to spite me, saying, if you don't trust me, I'm going to do it.
Hey,
and then I found out. And I found out, I spoke to the guy. The guy was also from my part of the relationship. He was someone I knew. And then I talked. The next thing I realized that they were talking. And next thing, obviously, while they were talking, I think on a second day or something, I realized they were too comfortable. They were even talking about friendship and wara. And the other one was talking about maybe this relationship might go further or whatever. Okay, cool. I found out. And when we had a meeting with the parents and everybody, it was to spite me. Okay, cool. She left and went home. And then the second time again, it was fixed again with the parents and everything. Okay, she said, no, she's not going to do this again.
But
so
my brother, hold on. Like, when you know what a person wants, you can't say you're fighting to fix them. This person, if the person wants to be in the streets, the person wants to be in the streets. What are you fixing? Like, are you desperate to be loved? Are you desperate to be respected? If talking to other men makes her happy, why don't you say clearly, this is not what you want, because these are my deal breakers?
Oh yeah.
Why do you keep pining over her? Is it the sex? Is it explosive?
No.
Is it that explosive? It's the sex, isn't it?
No, it's not really that.
What is
it's not really that. Honestly speaking, it's not about that. I think I've built a connection with her to a point that there's a part of me that trusts her, that feels like she's got good intentions. But
good intentions for all of you.
Of course. Sometimes when you get to because another thing I would mention, she's young, and I feel probably maybe she made some drastic decisions early, and now she's still, type of thing.
What's the age gap?
She's got age gap is 19.
19 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
You finished school like she was getting
my
born,
brother, where are we right now? You didn't call us because of what happened in the past. Where are you today?
Cool. Okay, today, as I'm saying, I need a perspective, a different perspective. I am trying to figure out something because she tried by all means to stop talking to other guys. But the one that's happening now is that there's a person who's a friend of the family. You see, so by the look of the way I see things, I see that he's a friend of the family, but he's got intentions that I don't like.
How do you know?
I can see by the way he communicates. Okay, number one, let me give you an example of the things that happens. He when I'm here, like when I'm around, there's no calls. You understand? And when I'm immediately, for example, there's time when she went away for a weekend or something with the family. And I realized when she come back, there was video calls between him and this guy. But generally, there's no calls at any time. You see?
Yeah,
so
but
she's not hiding it.
To play devil's advocate, obviously, like, she can't have video calls when you are there. Remember, it's about what they are communicating about, which is the problem. Because Nami, you can have male friends, but don't be video calling, when we are home. But I don't mind you video calling your male friends when I'm not around. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it's remember, it's what are they talking about? And
Okay.
kulama video call, abantu bagcokile abagcokanga, like kwenzakalani?
I don't know, obviously. But anyway, I think the point, what worries me is that she says the guy has never necessarily said anything that
Why are you entertaining these guys?
that makes her feel like where I'm from. But I mean, I feel like the things that he's already saying, they sound like me as a guy wanting a girl, But she sees it differently. I don't know for what reason. But the other day, I even asked the guy if a woman were, there was a girl that was actually trying to get her. So now she was doing certain things. She could realize that what this person is, but with this guy, she doesn't see it. I don't understand how does that work, But anyway, to cut the story short, at the end, I
keep it long, my brother. It's been long. It's fine. Okay. Never cut it short. They like it long. They like it long here on AskAMan.
Anyway, my brother. So now, because of whatever it's in my head, my mind works a lot. I'm a overthinker.
Because you're insecure. Because you are 20 years older than her. So obviously, there's certain things where you say, "Ish, there's a guy that can relate to her better because maybe they're closer in age." So that insecurity does tend to happen. And maybe you guys don't have the same interests because you're 20 years older than her. And sometimes we know maturity is never even age. What happens if maturity-wise she's even 10 years younger than she should be? Then it makes you 30 years older than her. What happens if the things that you want to do, she doesn't, like you want to go to the museum. Yeah, now she wants to go listen to Amapiano. Like, you know what I mean? Ufuna ukabza the small when ufuna bo Beethoven.
Which is something that I allow sometimes. I allow. We share some interest.
Siyabonga Baba for allowing.
Thank you, Father.
Yeah, I allow. Yes,
but so you're a father instead of a lover because fathers allow. Lovers.
No, by that I mean like when she wants to do things, I don't say no because obviously she's her own person. She has her own interest, and I can't force her to do things the way I want them to be done.
Okay.
But obviously there must be a line that is drawn in a relationship.
Anonymous, I'm going to have to jump in here. What's advice you need?
Okay, cool. The advice I need is that I don't know whether, maybe let me say, just to make it easy, I don't know, it's either I'm paranoid or maybe I'm thinking too much.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this person specifically at this moment, but he gets opportunities to pursue her even further because of how she perceives the relationship. So I wanted to check whether is it the right thing for me to stop this whole communication between him and this guy because of how I feel about it, or I should just let things be?
Anonymous, to cut a long story short, you've been insecure about every single guy in her life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually. And my brother, sometimes you need to give people the benefit of the doubt, ne? And once a person has really disrespected you, then you call it quits.
Yeah.
But you can't, we can't be insecure about every single person. And we understand that your woman doesn't live in a convent. And it's okay for people to have friends of the opposite sex. But for me, it's a big red flag. You need to do some introspection of every single guy she's been in communication with, uyamfuna. And when you are with a hot woman, yes, kumele afunwe.
Okay.
Or iskobo.
As I understand.
Are you dating an ugly woman?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you chose a woman because she's attractive. So every single man understands. Now I know, Guti, my woman's female friends, bayamfuna. I mean, my woman's male friends, obvious bayamfuna. She's hot.
Okay.
Kuto understands, Kuto's husband understands, Hori. Kuto is hot.
That's right.
And when you're dating a hot woman, my brother, men want her. And she will talk to people. But the moment she starts to, and you can't police everything.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
especially because there's a huge age gap, which also plays into your paranoia. You can't police everything, my brother. And
Okay.
at the end of the day, if somebody cheats on you, good riddance.
Oh,
So,
It's,
but then you can't live your life thinking like preventing things from happening, because now you're not living life.
yeah.
You are living in pain. Where now you are living in pain. And guess what? As Amachita, when we speak as Amachita, with when you're insecure, umuntu wakho bazomenzani? Bazomthatha vele.
that's another.
Because you're insecure. And it's like, man, you're not even a proper cheat. We snide. You're
Okay.
insecure at everything. Your woman can't have, and trust me, my brother, some of those conversations that she has with other people are probably innocent. And in your head, you make it what, you think you want it to be. We've all dated insecure people. And then someone says, why at you good morning? Because it's 8 a.m. And then when good morning, you think she's saying, oh, how I would love to.
Naked.
Yeah.
Naked. Let me give you a quick scenario.
When you are never quick.
We are shy. We are shy, Alana, because Mamel, for example, I don't feel like my person has a relationship with this person. I trust her on that part, but I don't trust the person she's talking with.
It's okay.
You see, so why? Let me tell you why.
That's beyond.
I allowed it to happen because I realized, okay, there's something here and it's fine. Let me allow it to happen. But if a person sends messages to your wife and says, why are you not answering your phone call? I don't want to send text. You understand?
Yeah.
And later on, there's another SMS that I think that was sent also. Saying actually they were supposed to there's an event that was happening, and then they communicated, and then he knew what it's coming. So I said, okay, let's go, because even my sister is going. Okay, cool, that's fine. And then he says, I'm going somewhere, but I'll come. But even when I come back, and they're supposed to have the same relationship with the sister.
So
and the brother, because actually the sister, like the relationship, he doesn't talk to the sister the way he talks to my wife.
Sharp. My brother, we've spoken about a lot of guys in her life. No? If you did not come in to intervene, do you think she would have slept with all these men? Yes or no?
I believe so.
To intervene, I don't think so.
Because you've intervened,
I believe so.
Yeah.
If you did not intervene, would she have slept with these men?
I really think so.
I don't think so.
Then the problem is you.
Okay.
A lot of us, we stay away from our people's phones, and it's because we understand that when you overthink, you steal your own joy, and you bring this anxiety upon yourself, right?
Okay.
And my brother, all it is, enjoy this marriage. At the end of the day, she chose you. She could have chosen all these younger people. She chose you. She chose to be with you.
Okay.
Right? Enjoy the relationship for what it is now. It must be good times right now, because you are still in the relationship. So that if ever you guys break up, there's only good things to think about. Now, the sad thing is, in the last 4 years of marriage, it's just been insecurity after insecurity after insecurity. Enjoy it for what it is. And then, if ever, like you said, you trust this intuition, just work on yourself, my brother. Some things are not what we love. We tend to overthink. And you are pushing her away. And the way you've pushed her away for the last 4 years, if she ever cheated on you, I would not blame her.
Okay.
Because also women are not attracted to men that are not confident. And over the last 6 years or 7 years or whatever, you've shown you are not confident. Women love confidence. You know that when you watch National Geographic and then that gorilla bangs his, hands on his chest and, afute, the chest out. That's a confident gorilla out there. Those are the ones they want. Not the
Okay.
gorillas that are checking, looking after phones with, hey, you were talking to whoever. Be confident.
Okay.
Confidence is very attractive.
All right.
Show her love, apologize, and be the man that you've always promised to be. But then, if ever she cheated, you've got your deal breakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
All right. So at the moment, I should just let things be and then just continue with what I came in this relationship for, without minding what's going on with
Because
other people outside.
you are the best man. You are the man that she chose.
Come on.
She sleeps in your bed every single day. You don't think Uguchi can sleep in any other bed? She can. While you're at work, you don't think she can do things? You've got this, my brother. Show that confidence. Skakwata, man. Be a nice person. Show her what love is. Plus, you are so much older than her. You should be. You are more relaxed in life. Your life is yonkin timeng line. You know, hamango line. So
I get you.
You'll be fine, my brother.
I get you. I guess I needed a perspective like that so that I can, because I wanted to do that, but also at the same time I was thinking I might be played for a fool or something.
My brother, it's okay being a fool. But Anisha, once you know that you've been a fool, you let go.
We're going to leave it right there, Anonymous. I'm going to need you to continue listening through the radio. Let's get more advice coming through from South Africa. South Africa, it's your opportunity. 086,000
086,000 and this is not Metro FM. This is Makoy Rundown. Listen, gentlemen, good morning. You're gonna get a recap now. Like, let me just actually play you this and then welcome you again, right? So we can actually just, like, briefly discuss this, right? So, okay, kind of like, I really hope you heard like the story, but I'll give you like a young summary after this. Come on.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are solely those of the individuals participating in the conversation and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast host or any affiliated organization. Listener discretion is advised.
Exactly. So, okay, sharp. Like, what's that? You can come here and then like join me and then like let's have like a brief discussion there, and then we have house rules, right? You're gonna be given 5 minutes to speak, right? You mute your mic as soon as you cut here, and another thing, you can joke around, bargaining and respectfully. You can state your opinion respectfully. You're gonna be respected. And another thing, this is gonna be more YouTube. So like you actually being here, you automatically consent. Nah, or like this is gonna be posted publicly there. Sharp. Okay. Like a young recap, right? So like this guy, he really didn't state his age, but then he's been with this lady, like this young lady for 4 years, right? And I believe they recently got married, sharp. So he is 19 years older than Barkimagana, this lady, right? So now, this lady, she's basically been entertaining guys that are flirting with her, right? But then she's been okay, sharp. Like, what's the? Sometimes she actually like tells him, sometimes she doesn't, and then like sometimes she like really flirts back with like these guys, and sometimes she doesn't. So this guy, he felt like he's being paranoid by like searching her stuff, as in a barking and as in like confronting her, and like this and that, this and that. So now he wanted like a second, what's that, perspective nyan, okay, is he going crazy, or maybe he should just like let things be and such. So basically that, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but can I here and there, but then my view here, okay, sharp now, just like Barking and DJ Naked actually said, right, the age thing actually is like that plays a huge role, right? Because you are literally in like two very different worlds, right? Like that's like Boys to Men like dating Tyler, yeah, like two different worlds right here. Sharp. And another thing, I don't what's that, mind my partner, like what's that, having guy friends. I'm 100% okay with that, right? Because then now, like, some of my like very close friends are working and are females, and they are great people. We're not fucking like, we're just great people. Sharp, that's understandable. My problem, oh yeah, Sharp. And another thing, Corey, I know that you are very attractive. That's why I chose you. And there are other people who are gonna find you attractive, who are gonna shell at you. Yes, it's fine. That's normal. No, like that happens. My only problem now starts when now you disrespect what we have here, and then you entertain the other people now that are trying to share like you, and then now you're gonna break this for like a momentarily thing. Now that's where the problem starts, because now you are disrespecting me and what we committed to here. So that's my main problem. So, Sharp, I understand for a role clear and leading insecurities more with long guys. I mean, come on, no. I mean, like, that's a fuck, you know? But then again, now, if some things they are beyond you, they are beyond your control, it's alright. So now, Barke, Sharp, back to this case. Holtman is obviously he's insecure, obviously, you know, as like checking phones, as a baby girl is flirting with guys here, even his colleagues, bruh. Barking, and his colleague was flirting with his like wife, and this young wife, she was flirting back with the colleague. Imagine. But then again, it's beyond him now, because she chose to go through with that, and Barking gonna disregard what she has with him. So my conclusion there would be Barking gonna Hotman's insecurities they are valid based on the proof he saw numerous times with Barking Magana Baby Kele, Barking and like flirting back with other guys. That's very disrespectful. So what I would say, ke hore, hey man, sit her down for for the last time, make things very clear, hore, okay, fair, but then now you keep on doing this now, hey man, I don't approve of this. So like me, I'm not gonna involve like myself in this anymore. Because now she's been doing it over and over again. Bargain guys, yes, look here. We are different. These are two different eras here. Ke Tyler le Boys to Men. Yes, but then now, okay, sharp. Tyler's in her prime, you know, like she's flirty, she's looking good, she's feeling good, she's enjoying the attention. And then Barki Magan Hotman and he's old, you know, like he's a simp, he believes in like the one true love thing. But then now, that's understandable, but then that's no way to actually like let flirty cheating slide. No, there should be like a level of I respect my partner. Yes, I'm hot. Yes, you know, like DMs are flying. Yeah, but mina no tando si one. Yes, you may flirt with me, and hey man, I'm just gonna say, hi baby girl, I'm married. How are you? And then now you cut that out, and I'm like, yes, bye bye, because mina no tando si like. But anyway, that's just my view there, right? So just a friendly reminder, you can come in here and like let's just like discuss this very briefly, and then yeah, like we can close it up. Like remember, you'll be given 5 minutes to speak. You come here, you mute your mic, you wait your turn, right? There will be no rasa-rasing here, please, and thank you respectfully. Sister, and welcome. I believe like this is the first time I see you here.
Yeah, I think it's the first time get requested
Oh,
on Pandilinga.
oh, Islam. Okay. Oh yeah, guys, working. Can I like I fix the working and the air horn? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Welcome, sister. Bro.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm alive, baby girl. I'm alive. So yeah, man.
I'm
What is
good.
can I get 2K little 1K? 19-year gap.
Man, you know, I Okay, and this is obviously because I'm a woman from a woman's perspective, right?
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about the age gap. And
Mm-hmm.
Rona, as women, it's in our nature. You know what they always say, "Gore basadi they mature faster than men and whatnot." So, Rona, when a woman loves a man and is committed and dedicated to that man,
Mm.
we adjust. Well, now I don't like soccer. But if I'm dating someone that likes soccer, I
Mm.
will know all the players. Ke tlo tseba the new kid, the new jersey, and number mang,
Mm.
because I love my man. So even though the guy is 19 years older, Gail made a decision to be with an older guy. If she was into him, trust me, she would have adjusted. Age wouldn't have been a factor. They are
Actually,
from
yes.
two worlds apart, or whatever the case is. That's number one. Number two, this is what happens when you ignore the red flags in the beginning of the relationship, because before he got married to her, the signs were there, right? All the signs were there, and he chose to ignore them. And Rona, as let me tell you, if I'm into you, and if ke go rata as your woman, you won't even need to tell me to not speak to other guys. Maybe I had a life before you, and maybe I had friends or whatever. But a
Mm.
married woman is completely different to someone that's single. When I'm in a marriage, there's certain things that I'm gonna cut off. Even the people or the men that are in my life that have been in my life before my husband came around, they
Mm.
will know now there's a new sheriff in town, and we need
Yes.
to respect this man. And
Exactly.
the only reason that these men are not respecting the husband is because she's allowing it. I don't know, because they didn't really ask the questions that I would have wanted to ask, or like in terms of financial muscle. Most probably he's okay financially, and she's maybe just there because ho na le di-benefits setting, and a girl has recognized gore she's the gore guy o mo rata and o mo tlhoka more than she does him, and she wears the pants.
Mm.
So, and I hate the fact that he walked away being told to do better, ignore the phone, do this, do that. Unless the rules of the relationship or the marriage were we don't touch each other's phone, that's fine. But if they have an open phone policy, then I have every right, and he's got every right to have the insecurities that he has, minus his age, because he has found things in her phone that have led him to be where he is. The only thing that I would say in terms of working on himself would be he must love himself enough to pack up and leave, and find a woman that actually loves and cares about him and respects him. And that's all. That's the only thing that I would say he must work on. I wouldn't say go work on the marriage, stay away from her phone, do this,
Yes.
do that. No. Love yourself, leave her, get someone. You can even get someone the same age as her or older or whatever, but get someone that actually loves you, that wants this to work, and someone that Bona, I'm not married, but even when I'm in a relationship with a person, I understand how men are. I understand how I would feel if my partner were to have such relations with other women. So you cut off some things,
Right.
and even what Naked said, Uguti, she can have calls, but she can only have video calls with these guys when the husband is not there. If you can't take a call when I'm there, then it means there's a problem with that call. That means that call shouldn't be happening.
Actually, actually,
Yeah,
yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
if like Charlie here is my friend. If Charlie can call me when I'm with my partner, and whatever, he can video call me and say, "Hey, Tando, I need help with 1, 2, 3 video call." If he should be able to do it even when my partner is there. But once there's things that can happen, when in my partner's absence, then or that should happen in his absence and not in his presence. That's a big red flag. But yeah, let me not take too much time. Thank you for
No, no, no,
having
no.
me.
Yeah, but okay. You still have 15 seconds.
Oh, no, no, I'm done. I'm good.
Okay, no, man. You know what, ne? Barking, please don't leave yet, ne? As in, just hang around, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sharp. So,
Oh,
barking,
okay, okay.
it's in like, just to spice up, like what, what Waganis Tando was saying that, last week, like I think it was Monday or like Wednesday, like what's that? We spoke, like something along like these lines, for instance, like people actually now they get married for clout, like they don't actually what's that make like nako okay sharp like understand what you are doing now. So now like this is a like what's that lifelong partnership here. You are choosing to live with this person for the rest of your life and be 100% committed and bonded and very and respecting this person. It's again like whether opinions or maybe hey he'll busy like level Leroy that's on TikTok, but you're gonna have to understand what you are like putting like what's that yourself into mentally, physically, like what's that psychologically. But then now the people was that like okay Leroy tlo bona thando fela ba re oh my god like makeup nyana ka motsa ke wa ka bitla re poster re tsa ba re ke magana becoming mang nje. So was that just to spice up there, understand that when you get into any partnership, whether business or what or working in a mjolo or like marriage, you must respect each other, whether in the presence or out of the presence, because you committed to having some sort of relation with this other party. Understand that part. Anyway, we have another new person. Nampie. Good morning, Miss Nampie.
Hi guys,
How are you doing? So
I'm good. How are you guys?
great, man. So you also new here, nah?
Yeah, I'm new.
Shout out to you, baby. So yeah,
Thank you.
so you have your 5 minutes actually started. So what's your view here?
I'm gonna be short. I'm gonna give my 2 cents. I feel that this girl doesn't respect this guy. To me, love is respect more than anything. When you love someone, you respect them, you consider them in every little thing that you do. So this girl, for me, she doesn't love this man. And she's able to speak with each and every guy who DMs her, doing secret calls and everything. This girl doesn't love this man. And I think the other thing, Tina, as human beings, we forget our gut. Your gut will tell you that this person doesn't respect you. This person doesn't love you. I feel like this man is denial. He's in denial that this woman doesn't respect her. This woman doesn't see him. I mean, like agamboni. He doesn't exist in her world. He doesn't exist. That's why she's speaking with each and every guy I'm DMI. And once umuntu akunika anxiety, once a person gives you anxiety, it means your system is triggering and telling you that I'm not safe here. This person is doing things behind my back that angiziboni, but your spirit, your gut will tell you. So I don't know what confirmation this man wants. He knows. He knows that this woman is doing things, even though ati azange wamchitel unamanga.
Yeah,
Unamanga.
actually.
Lapho angifuna ukucama unamanga. He doesn't want to be honest, that man, which you know what, this woman doesn't love me, and she has done things behind my back which me I wouldn't even do behind, like this guy. You can tell ukuthi uyamthanda lo muntu loyo, uyamthanda and uyamcabanga in each and everything there's azenzayo, but this woman akamthandi. We need to be honest. Akamthandi noma bangam-advise abo-DJ Naked but abe confident. What confident do you want ngomuntu ongamthembi owenza ama-secret calls? What confident? Why should I be confident ukuthi umuntu wami akangichitheli when he's giving me anxiety, when he's speaking with each and every guy? Like, no, guys, let's be honest. That girl doesn't love this man. We need to be honest. When you love someone, you consider them. Uyacabanga ukuthi makangithola ngikhuluma nalo mfana lo or asho so uzothini, izomphatha kanjani, because you know yourself ukuthi lento izokuphatha kabi if you find your man speaking with a lot of girls baze bayatshelana ukuthi sizohlangana kuphi ngize ngizobona wena. What? Ukuthi labantu laba they dating, guys. No, man. This man needs to be honest with himself. Abe, accept ukuthi lo mfazi akamthandi ngendlela yena afuna ukuthandwa ngayo and akamhloniphi ngendlela yena afuna ukuhlonipha. Phela athathe decision ukuthi uyachubeka naye or uyaphuma, but one thing, it will never stop. Once umuntu wayenza into more than twice, just know ukuthi you just have to live with that thing. You need to
100%.
accept it, and you won't have peace in your heart.
100%. And working, you know what, like just to spice it up there quickly, ne? Tando said for the age is not really like a factor, but then I'm like, okay, sharp, ne? Let's just do like a young calculation right here, ne? He is 19 years older than her. They've been together for 4 years. So he is technically 20 years older. So sharp. Let's say she's 19 actually now. He should be 38. So now they've been together for like 4 years. So like okay, sharp, like okay, like 19, 20, 21, 22. Then he is Boma 41, da 42 da. So now, dude, she is literally in her prime era. Like the early what's that 20s. She's there. So now some things like these, they are bound to happen. Working, and because again now he is probably like well off. You know, he has the money. He's like well established. I mean, like he's in his 40s. You know, or like late working like 30s. She is still no, actually, she's a newborn to the real life. So clearly, she's not gonna consider her working and him like working like the way he wants her to, because she basically has no idea of the real working kind of world, the real like meaning of like clean, pure relationships. So I'm like, yeah, man, you are right. I don't believe she loves him. She's probably using him because of the stability. Probably. I'm not saying it's facts, but hey, man, working on
Definitely, there is something that she's gaining from that man, but it's not ukuthi uyamthanda. Imali yakhe. Khona lento le ndoda le eyenzayo that this woman loves so much and she can't let go of. But ukuthi uyamthanda, akamthandi. We need to be honest. Akamthandi. Love is consideration. When they don't consider you, it means they don't love you. Because when you love someone, you consider them. So that woman doesn't love that man. So if someone doesn't consider you in each and every action ayenzayo, akathandi.
You are
Finish.
100% there, sis now, and like working like thank you very much, ne. But your time is up, Nyana. But hey, man, like shout out to you. You are
Thank
very much
you.
welcome, and please don't leave, ne, because we are
Okay.
left with like 15 minutes. But then because we have 3 more people, I'm gonna try to like stretch it, Nyana, by like a few minutes. Oh, and by the way, guys, I just got a working message now that what's that? Kutot lady actually read my comment again on air. Shout out, yeah. I'm happy again. Fuck that shit. I'm on Metro FM these days, huh? Anyway, sis Vilo, good morning. Vilo, you're muted.
Morning, guys. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Scareball?
I am good. Oh, len like mocha for this year, mos how?
Well, when for this year only. I'm no working like working. Don't know ancestor ko yantle ko na siya no.
So, okay, my piece on this is that Tando's analysis was perfect. And the thing is, did they actually get married when she was 19? Or were you just guessing?
He didn't really mention, but then he mentioned Jorge, he is 19 years older than her.
Older than her.
Yeah, and
Okay.
like they've been together for 4 years. Happy.
Eh,
Le as in like just my judgment, nje, he really doesn't sound like that old. So like wanna like
yeah.
he
So
late
she's like
20s.
probably like early 20s or
She
20.
yes,
But
yeah.
anyway,
Yeah,
other than
her.
that, okay. What I wanted to say is that a lot we don't normalize or recognize emotional cheating. So, but most people think that, like, no, I talk to this guy and we flirt, and sometimes we send each other spicy emojis and stuff like that. It does not affect my relationship because I'm not doing anything with that person. It is something that can mess up somebody mentally, especially your partner. So now, if she's doing it with like her so-called guy friends, which are not her friends, because clearly they would like to sleep with her, but then now even bringing in his colleagues, that is now bringing down what respect for this man in his entire life. Because now, if your colleagues can see, or no, your woman is actually not for you or with you, or you're ride or die, then but all allowed him at all. So now, but just to add on what Tando was saying, she was telling the truth. Hore, when a woman is in love, we literally have blinders, like, you know, the ones they put on horses. We have blinders, and we just yebo. We just love, and you like, you know, my man, my man, my man. And then the problem here is that he has now put her on a pedestal, and now he needs to go and find himself. The best thing he can do for himself right now is for him to leave the relationship, leave the marriage, right? Because it's not going well for him. And then he needs to find himself. He needs to go, whether to therapy if he believes in that. If church is his thing, he can go on a church retreat or whatever it is, but he needs to go and he needs to find himself. So that's where I think the confidence thing that Naked was talking about would come into play, because now he's no longer himself. And this thing, Yahore, people in committed relationships, marriages, or long-term relationships, or no, we can't be touching people's phones. That's absolute BS. I should be able to use my partner's phone. My partner should be able to use my phone. There shouldn't be anything or any secrets that are on phones if we are committed to each
Actually,
other.
yeah. Actually, yeah.
So it does not make sense. So like I feel like, okay, fine, if we're still dating and we're not monogamous, or we haven't defined the relationship sharp, gonna atolana your phone because we're not really together. But then now, if you are saying, "Hore, no, I see a future and I want us to be together," or we've been living together for like 5 years, but I can't touch your phone, no, that's crap. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say about it all. Because like Wanu Umnyani Shem, she must
No,
go
man,
and
you know
she
what?
must live her life.
No, man, Bariki necessarily. Thank you very much for that. But then, just to put like a young disclaimer there on like what you said, yes, like we should be able to actually, like just be free with the devices like that we use. But then, if you know that you are sensitive, you are very insecure, stay away from your partner's phone. Here's the reason why. There are people flirting with your partner, chief. Lo ena sister. So aloro wena he expect sa hlanya. Mere mo hlanya. Ne? Or when you ndoda wena. Stay away from your partner's phone, chief. You're gonna find what you are looking for. Not facts, but what you are looking for, you're gonna find it. But anyway, yes, 100% transparency is one of the keys to a great relationship. Yeah, man,
Most
like
of the time, Leroy, I'm just gonna add this. Most of the time, people are led to look for things by the gut. So that's
yeah,
why normally people do find what they are looking for, because there is something to find. So
but
what
then
I'm
again,
saying is that, like, now when your phone rings
mm,
and it's like somebody I know, or when your phone rings, I can't answer it. I must like just say, like, I must be able to answer your phone and go like, please hold, and then go and take it to you or whatever it is. And the same goes with me. Like,
mm.
it's not supposed to be her no the phones are each other. When we take pictures, I'll send you the pictures.
Mama,
You do understand? So
Mama Fule,
it's an
Is working, and I'm sorry about this now, but they're like working is because of now. Let's give the other people
Yes.
but they're like, thank you very much, ne? Um, let me answer like a quick pastor question there. So Austin J was asking Hore, no, actually he was saying Hore he's late. Lindo is saying or like they're late, guys. You can catch the repeat of like this show go YouTube tomorrow 12 o'clock midday, ne? Please, you can catch those, and again you can catch the last week ones more YouTube also, like just search for Makwai Rundown. And uh, the next live is going to be on Wednesday morning, not tomorrow. So tomorrow get a repeat of like this one, then Wednesday morning this live again is like a new episode, nah. Shout out. Ace, good morning.
Morning.
Social lead, how are you?
First time caller ke sharp now.
Ah, you lying. I've seen you around. You lie. I've seen you here, fam. Come on, man. Come on.
Morenaga, it's
What's
Andy,
up,
but
Alina?
anyway. Morenaga, the mind is a dangerous place. Let me go deeper. Ne?
Go deep, papa.
Yes. The way a fletang ka teng le batho ba bangwe outside, ne? Ha ba le busy ka ntho tsa go private mole. A le busy le Leroy, a le busy le Andy, o nahana ka Leroy. And then that's number one, cheating of the mind. Number two, she's not, I don't think she's as invested as this gentleman is over the long term. And I don't think they have the same vision to get over the long term. Because a man's job is to protect and to provide, right? And one of the things that apparently. Yes. But one of the things that people don't understand is that I'm supposed to protect you from myself also. I'm supposed to protect your sanity and from myself and, such things. Meaning the same also as for the ladies, you're supposed to honor that man in his protection from himself and his loyalty and trust. Which means their values are not even aligned in So yeah, I just wanted to make that point.
You just reminded me of like one thing that I said like sometime like last year or something. Somebody told me, no, if I'm like should date younger, like they're more fresh and whatever. I'm like, dog, I'm scared of like such things. Like I've noticed that like my values and like very often the younger people's values there are completely different, the whole thing like that you said that is about kind of like let's be there for each other there. So I know bona like they just want to be taken care of, and then like that's it. You'll fend for yourself. When I get away no more, and I'm like, hey fam, no. So yeah, you just click that thing there, like
One last point about Waka.
mm,
These people, but it's like 19 years apart,
yeah,
19-year difference.
yeah.
So do you understand when this guy is about 50, she's gonna be in her what 50, 20, she's gonna be something there, 30s, in her 30s. Ne?
Yeah, she's gonna be working at a Bogoto era.
Yeah, so I don't think there's any woman in her 30s who's looking to be looking after Mkhalabe with high blood pressure and gout. But anyway, what can I say? Papa.
You hit it right here, man. Hey man, thank you for that name picture. Shout out, man. Yeah, so working little another young working like what's the like ladies who was that who want those established as a grown men that like in the next 20 years you'll be changing his type. But anyway, That's none of my business. Dinner?
Hello.
Good morning, Sarabol. How are you?
Lang
Yeah?
Langkutwa.
Marakudla.
Are you good?
I'm alive, Sarabol. How are you?
I'm good.
Good stuff.
Then like just a two cent yaka.
Mm.
Shilling actually.
Yeah, no, I go on. It's
So
fine.
mine mine will be, I still say Mujolo doesn't have a manual. Marriage doesn't have a manual. If young or old met together and they are willing for dilo di bereke, it'll bereke. But if one partner drift away, it won't work. And then with this one, let us not put finances as the barrier line of relationships, because that's the main issue that we are putting on relationship. Really, finances on top of humanity, I could say, because now people all okay, this person, the way you are saying that we're looking for well-established people, then you are forgetting that that person totally a carrier, a carriage of age, maturity, that I maybe not reaching the same maturity as him. At some point I still have to learn. I'm still a toddler in this phase, and I'm trying to learn. But because of I have already put the financial barrier, then it becomes that thing that it's okay, the rest must follow. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Thank you.
No, man, all right, man. Shout out to actually you and happy, like, just to spice it up, nyana, not only money, actually, like, a lot of people actually, they take relationships as a working. Oh yeah, not like they base it on like costed material things. Like, do you have a car? Do you have a house? Like, do you have a job? Do you have this? Do you have that? If you don't have that, you're not my type. You know, both gents working and banyana actually, like a lot of them, like not all, do that. Sharp. Financial okay, like okay, a financial what's the security, lim, material security. Yes, it's very important, but then now like making it the like determining factor beyond understanding the other important factors, like the psychological, like well-being, the mental well-being, I mean the physical well-being also, layers and like manners, and such. There's a lot of people, they're in very toxic relationships because very often as that someone will do something really crazy to you, but then now because like they apologize with like that 50K, and then when you go into Melrose Arc and then you just post content and then you feel like this perfect person. Really crazy, but anyway, man. Busted. Thank you very much to everybody that came through. And like my name is Leroy. This is my career rundown, and like just a young disclaimer, we are not affiliated with Metro FM. We're just a bunch of friends who enjoy the show. And I'm gonna do my my adverting and here, guys. If you're looking for a graphic designer, right, for your new company or branding or your posters or your products or like just basic design to the high end design, like just DM me, and here's my private account. Yeah, right there, bottom. Like just DM me, and then I'm like, let's work. And I actually did the branding of Breaking and Makoya rundown, so you can reference that like for my work. And yeah, man, you can catch this on YouTube tomorrow afternoon. And until then, I love you guys and thank you very much. And I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys Wednesday morning.